What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video in the World of Juice channel. Welcome back to the LA Rams Bust to Baller rebuild here on Madden 21 on the PC. That is right. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. We finished the 2014 season. Not really how we envisioned it to finish, but we had a good off season. We drafted a possible future quarterback in Jameis Winston. Hopefully he can grow and become our #1 asset that we have on our whole team. And we're looking to build on progress that we made last season. We need to go to the playoffs this year and have a good showing, maybe make it back to the conference championship, maybe even make it to the Super Bowl this season. That is our goal. That is what we need to do. But we got to get through the 2015 season first. So make sure to smash that like button if you are excited. Hit the notification bell and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club. We're on the road to 400 subscribers. Help me get there by smashing that subscribe button. I know you can do it. And let's do it together. All right, here we are in the 2015 regular season. We are 1-1. Seems like we always start out 1-1 in these things. This is the team. This right here is your team. Mark Sanchise will be QB #1 for us this season. This may be his final season as QB1 because we've got a young rookie right here, Jameis Winston, with hidden potential. I'm pretty sure that's either Superstar or Superstar X Factor. I'm not 100% sure, but there he is, Jameis Winston. Famous Jameis is ready to go. He's got 93 throw power, 76 acceleration. He's got some good stats. We are ready to go. This could be a rough season for us, though. This could be a rough season. We don't have the greatest offensive line. We got a lot of young guys trying to keep growing. Zuta's our best guy. We have a young Orlando Franklin, young Earl Watford, young Ben Jones. We drafted Cam Irvin at this past season, I think, right? He's a rookie. Yeah, he's a rookie this year. So hopefully these guys can get growing. We got Quentin Spain, who we drafted. We've got Kwame Harris. Yeah, I was going to say Kwame Harris. Kobe Fleener, who we hope keeps growing. Aaron Hernandez and Jordan Cameron, excuse me, who we hope to keep growing. Then we got Ricardo Lockett, Martavis Bryant, Kelvin Benjamin, Jermaine Kearse, Stephen Hill, and Josh Gordon. David Johnson will get the starting spot at running back with Trent Richardson, Rainey, and Hillis behind him. Hillis will be our fullback. That is the offense for this season. Defensively, we've got Keith Rivers here, who could be in his final season with us, depending on what we can get for him. Ellerby, Cunningham, George Iloka, and Deion Buchanan. We've got Buster Screen, Kyle Arrington at corner, Josh Robinson, Alford, Josh Shaw. On the defensive line, we need to hopefully get Dominic Easley to upgrade a little bit more. Major Wright's up to a 77 with Joyner a 74. We need to hopefully get a couple of these guys, like Shane Ray needs to hopefully grow a little bit. That is the main key for him. He needs to grow. Alan Bailey's still here. Al Woods will be our #1 D tackle. So it's a decent team. It's not the best team in the world. It's not the worst team in the world. But it's a good enough team. The 2016 draft class is here. And there's a few quarterbacks that we could basically get. We could get a guy like Cardale Jones. We can't get Dak Prescott. We can't get Carson. Actually, we could get Carson Wentz. But we can't get Jared Goff. I wouldn't consider Jared Goff a bust. I would consider Carson Wentz a bust. Not technically a bust, just didn't live up to his potential, which also counts. So Carson Wentz is here. Hackenberg. I probably won't draft Carson because we have Jameis now. Definitely can't get Dak. Dak's probably the only one that is guaranteed we can't get. On the running back side, can't get Zeke, can't get Derrick Henry, probably can't get Kenyon Drake. I scouted a few guys that we could possibly get. There's a few running backs in here that we could maybe grab. No, it's not the best running back class depth-wise, so maybe we won't even focus on running backs. But there are some wide receivers: Corey Coleman, Josh Doxson, Laquan Treadwell, Braxton Miller, Malcolm Mitchell. Who else is down here? Tajay Sharp. Not Tyreek Hill. Definitely not Tyreek Hill. Jakeem Grant probably does count. Geronimo Allison is an interesting one. I don't know if he fully counts. Who else is down here? Byron Marshall, Kenny Lawler. It's a decent wide receiver class just by names. Jalen Marshall. Robbie Anderson doesn't count. He's too good. Tight end wise, can't get these two. Nick Van Epp, maybe. Tyler Higbee, no. It's not a good tight end class for guys that didn't live up to potential. So maybe we don't go with the tight end this year. We do need to get some offensive linemen at some point that are really good. So none of these guys, but we got guys like Jason Sprigg, Sean Coleman. We might have to go another year with Orlando Franklin. Left guard, Cody Whitehair, probably can't get him. Everybody else is on the table. Center, everybody in this center class is up for grabs. We can get Austin Blythe. Yeah. I'd count Austin Blythe in here. Everybody here is on the table we could get. Right guard, can't get Joe Tooney, but everybody else we could get. Yeah, everybody else we can get. Right tackle, can't get Taylor Decker, but everybody else we can grab. So we got a lot of picks on offensive line to get. Defense, can't get Buckner, can't get Lawson. We can get Ward. Probably not Nassib because he's not really a bust. He's a solid player. Can't get Ngakoue. We can get Kufasi, not Judon. Everybody else after that we can get. Definitely can't get Bosa. Probably can't get Ogba. He's kind of had a resurgence here on the Dolphins as of late, so probably can't. He doesn't probably count. If he wouldn't have had that couple of seasons with the Dolphins, he definitely would count on here, but I wouldn't count him. Definitely Noah Spence, definitely Shalik Calhoun, and everybody else that is on this list underneath Ogba. D tackles, everybody, not Chris Jones. Everybody but Chris Jones we can get, yeah. And not Matt Ioannidis, can't get him either. Or Michael Pierce, I didn't see him down there either. So there's only like 3 guys on D tackles that we can't get. I'm looking at Robert Kimdiche. I'm looking to possibly get him. And then we might have to switch him to defensive end because he's only 6'3", 294. So he might be a good rusher off the edge and not a D tackle. On the outside linebackers, we can get Kevin Dodd. Probably not Leonard Floyd. Maybe Leonard Floyd might count just because of how high he was drafted in real life, and he really hasn't been the greatest. He's been a solid player. I'll scout him, but probably won't draft him. Correa counts, not Deion Jones. Everybody after Deion Jones does count, yeah. So then middle linebackers, not Blake Martinez, but everybody else. Right outside linebackers, not Jalen Smith, not Miles Jack, but everybody else. Corners, can't get Jalen Ramsey. We can get Eli Apple, not Vernon Hargraves, not William Jackson. Definitely Artie Burns, not X-Man. Yeah, we can get Mackenzie Alexander. Maybe I'll scout him. Not James Bradbury. We can get Cyrus Jones and TJ Green. Can't get Kendall Fuller. Actually, we probably could. He's the lesser of the Fuller brothers. And we can probably get everybody else here. Yeah, I don't see anybody else that would not fall into our system. So we can get everybody else here except for these top guys. We can't get Sean Davis, can we? That's a tough one. I don't know if we can get Sean Davis or not. Can't get Von Bell. Can't get Kevin Byard. Can't get Justin Simmons. But we can get everybody else. I'll have to think about that Sean Davis one. We might scout him but not even draft him. We can get Carl Joseph but can't get... I didn't mean to do that. But we can't get Keanu Neal. But everybody else we can get. Yeah. Kicker-wise... We can get Roberto Aguayo, but nobody else. Punter, we can get everybody here. So that's what it's looking like for the draft class this year, the 2016 draft class. As always, I'll have everybody scouted that we can possibly get, and then you guys will see that when the draft comes, so that you know who I'm looking at, and you're not wondering why I'm not drafting all these like big name guys like Zeke and Jared Goff and and DeForest Buckner and all those guys. But by now, you should probably know why I'm not drafting those guys. Last thing before we simulate the season is contract negotiations. So we've got extensions for Josh Robinson, Daniil Ellerbe that are already possible to renegotiate. But we've got Iloka, who I definitely want to bring back. So we're going to pay him the big bucks. I'm going to pay Josh Robinson the big bucks. But everybody else, I'm probably not going to bring back Geddes. I might bring back Burfict. Probably going to bring back Curse. I'm going to bring back Hardy. You know what? I might bring back all these guys, except for Kwame Harris. Probably not going to bring back him. And Orlando Franklin, don't know yet if it's a cheap contract. Like he says, he's got 2.25 as a fair offer. That might be good enough to bring him back. We'll see how much money I'm working with. Alan Bailey, we might trade. I might trade Alan Bailey. And I'm not sure what I want to do with Ellerbe yet. I'm going to leave Ellerbe for later in the season. I'm not sure what I want to do with him yet. But this class, negotiations, I'm probably going to bring back most of these guys because I like a lot of those guys. I think they're going to be good for us. So I think that's everything that we need to recap. I showed you guys the roster, the draft class, the negotiations. Yeah, I think it's time to simulate to the end of the season, see if anything interesting happens, and play the final game, well, one of the final games of the regular season. I'll see you guys then. Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Let's start simulating. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We are here week 17 against the Seattle Seahawks, and as you can see by our record, it is not the best. 6-9 on the season, nice. And going up against the 5-10 Seattle Seahawks. If we take a look at the standings, we are not in the playoffs. And I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. As we take a look at the actual playoff bracket for the 2016 season, it's not the worst thing in the world. I mean, we knew we were going to be bad. We knew we were going to be bad, but we're using this year as basically just a year to grow all of our young guys. Like David Johnson's now up to a 77. Jameis is a 75. All these guys are growing. Josh Gordon's up to a 70. So Benjamin and Martavis Bryant are growing. So we're just using this year to grow some of our younger guys, some of our younger players, like Josh Robinson, Buster Screen, George Iloka. So some of these guys, Vincent Ray's up to a 77 now. So, I mean, we knew it was going to be a rough year, but I kind of still thought we would build on what we did last season, and it looks like we're going to miss the playoffs no matter what happens because the Cardinals are 7-8, so even if we win this and they lose, I don't think we even get in the playoffs. Let me check the NFC. So, yeah, if we win, we go 7-9, and all three of these teams have to lose to even give us a conversation, to even give us the conversation of being in, which is not good. Not good at all. Not good at all. This division's bad this year. This division's really bad this year. I don't think this division's even locked up yet. Oh, it is. Never mind. I was going to say, I don't think this division's locked up yet, but it is. 49ers have won the division, so we can't even get it. We'd have to get in with a wild card, and I don't think we're going to get in with a wild card. It's not looking that great. So we're going to miss out on the playoffs this year, which means no playoff special for 2015, but we can at least go out with a win and make us 7-9, hopefully beating the Seattle Seahawks. I do want to check out the draft pick. What of our first-round draft picks looking like? Are they doing good? We've got the 13th pick and the 28th pick from Chicago. We've got a lot of second-round picks and a lot of fourth-round picks. Okay, interesting. Okay, a lot of fifth, a lot of sixth, a lot of seventh. Oh, I got a lot of picks. Okay. I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys stats now because we're not going to have a playoff special. So I'll show you guys stats now. They're going to be changing because we're going to play this game. But Sanchez, 3,600 yards, 30 touchdowns, 3 picks, which is not a bad year at all. That's a good year for Mark Sanchez. But Jameis is probably going to be taking over next season. So this is probably the last season for Mark Sanchez. David Johnson, only 808 yards, 6 touchdowns. Wide receivers, Benjamin had 825 yards so far. Martavis Bryant, 10 touchdowns. On the defensive side of things, 300-plus tacklers. Ellerbe, Screen, and Keith Rivers all had over 100 tackles. That's crazy. The sack leader was Cliff Averill, so it was a good signing for us in free agency. Then Al Woods, Ellerbe, The pick leaders, Robert Alford, and then Buster Screen and Major Wright. Okay, okay. What about deflections? Or any special stuff like forced fumbles? 3 forced fumbles from Keith Rivers, and he picked up 2 of those. One block kicked from Vincent Ray. No safeties, and no defensive touchdowns. So, interesting from that. Kicking, Dan Carpenter, 11 of 17. He had a 54-yarder, which is pretty cool. He only missed 1 extra point because he got blocked. Punting, Marquette King did okay. No special kick return things or punt return stuff. So those are the stats on the season. Your most likely winners for the awards. Phillip Rivers is probably going to win the rookie or the MVP. Nate Davis. Who are you, my guy? Who's Nate Davis? I don't know, but he's on the Patriots, and he's second in the MVP voting. We don't care about Coach of the Year. Matt Stafford, Offensive Player of the Year. Clay Matthews, Defensive Player of the Year. David Johnson, Offensive Rookie of the Year. You love to see that. Stephen Anthony, Defensive Rookie of the Year. Aaron Rodgers, Best Quarterback. Matt Forte, Best Running Back. Wide Receiver, Golden Tate. Offensive lineman is DeBrickashaw, which is fine. I mean, we knew that was going to happen. We knew he was going to be good, but we got a lot for him, so that's good. Aaron Donald, Best D lineman. Clay Matthews, Best linebacker. Darian Stewart, Best defensive back. And Robbie Gold, Best kicker. So those are your awards, most likely awards, and your stats on the season. Now let's go play the Seattle Seahawks and hopefully make it 7-9 on the season. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is time. We are in Week 17, and we're going to give this to Kelvin Benjamin. Hopefully Mark Sanchez can go out with a bang here and get a W in his possible final game. Well, not possible. We're most likely going to trade him here in the offseason to give way for Jameis to be the starter. So this is Mark Sanchez's final game. And I hate to say that because, I mean, Sanchez brought us a freaking Super Bowl. So it's kind of tough to get rid of him, but I mean, we drafted Jameis. He's already almost better than Sanchez, and we've been kind of stagnant the past couple of seasons since winning that Super Bowl. We've been kind of stagnant with Sanchez behind center, so we need to move on. We need to upgrade. We need to get a fresh face back there leading the team. Oh, God, that was a rough one. I clicked the wrong button on accident. So hopefully Jameis can be that for us and lead us back to the promised land. I don't want people to think that Super Bowl was a fluke. It wasn't a fluke. We deserved to win that Super Bowl. We were the best team in the NFL that year. But ever since then, we haven't been able to put it together. We haven't been able to keep a season alive, basically. And this is going to be Ricardo Lockett, who one-handed that. He tried to, at least. He tried to one-hand that. We're going to have to kick a field goal here to get some points on the board against the Seahawks. That's going to be a miss. That's going to be a miss. Oh, it just snuck through the inside. That was close. I thought I missed that for sure. All right, 17-0 in the fourth quarter. We're looking like we're going to get a W here against Seattle. We should probably get a W against Seattle. They're 5-9, I think is what they were. 5-10, whatever they were. I think they were 5-10. 5-11, something like that. I don't know. We're going to continue on here because we're going to get some points before this game is over. I'm looking at Martavis Bryant. That's probably going to be the move. Oh, Kelvin Benjamin wide open. Kelvin Benjamin. Kelvin Benjamin. That's why you trade for Kelvin Benjamin, because he makes stuff like that happen. Let's go. All right, probably the final highlight of the day. 24-0 against Seattle. And David Johnson just needs to break one tackle. Can't do it. Good run, though. That's going to take us to under a minute, probably. And we will see if we can score one more time before this game ends. And we go 7-9 on the season. David Johnson is out here running. We may have gotten a good one with Johnson. He may be our running back of the future. And that's going to be a big sack from Bruce Irvin. They ran right through the line. Didn't even get contested at all. So here we go. I'm going to roll out of the pocket. I'm going to have to find my man, Jordan Cameron, for a touchdown with 9 seconds left. And that is the game. So even though we aren't going to make the playoffs this season, we still get a good win. We finish on a high note. Mark Sanchise, 20 of 33, 242 yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks. Good day for Mark. 20 carries, 84 yards for David Johnson. Kobe Fleener had 6 catches, 90 yards. We had 1 touchdown from Lockett, 2 from Kelvin Benjamin, and 1 from Jordan Cameron. Then on the defensive side of things, tackles, Major Wright 4, along with Keith Rivers and Cliff Averill. Cliff Averill had 2 sacks as well. Jerry Cunningham had 1 as well. We had picked off Matt Flynn 1 time. Robert Alford was the man to do it. We didn't cause any forced fumbles or recoveries. No safeties, no blocks, nothing like that. We shut out the Seahawks, though, which is cool. And that is it. What did Carpenter do? He hit 1 for 1. That was the 45-yarder that I showed you guys. And then 4 for 4 for extra points. So yeah, 31-0 against Seahawks to finish the season 7-9. We're not going to make the playoffs, but it is a good way to finish the season. Now let's go back to the main menu and wrap things up. All right, we're in the Pro Bowl because we didn't make the playoffs, obviously, and we didn't do anything really in the season 7-9. So we'll go through scout the Pro Bowl, see if there's anybody here that you guys want to see. I'm not assuming that we have any Pro Bowlers, to be honest. We didn't have that great of a season. We may have maybe a corner or something that makes it. Keith Rivers does make it, and Buster Screen, that's 2. That is it. That is everybody that we had. 2 wide receiver, 2 Pro Bowlers, Keith Rivers and Buster Screen. So that's okay. But now we get to simulate to the Super Bowl. It is a Jaguars and Vikings Super Bowl. So who is going to come out on top here against each other? Let's just upgrade him automatically. We don't need to really worry about that right now. Jaguars and Vikings. You know what? I'll leave that for next episode. We will simulate the Super Bowl, the 2015-2016 Super Bowl, in the start of the next episode in the when we begin the off season. So make sure you guys stick around for that. Smash that like button if you did enjoy. Hit that notification bell and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club. We're on the road to 400 subscribers. Let me get there by smashing that subscribe button. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.